Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally the beginning of the 2023 NFL season, and in Week 1 on Monday Night Football, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills are greeted to Aaron Rodgers and the high-flying, the newly intriguing New York Jets. Before I preview this matchup, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Now let's start things off with the Bills offense. Of course, Josh Allen will be the leader at the helm going into this season, and unlike last season, he should see a competent offensive line playing in front of him. The Bills signed solid left guard Connor McGovern from the Dallas Cowboys, and they drafted promising guard O'Cyrus Torrence out of Florida, both of whom should bolster an inconsistent line from last year. Around them will be a strangely different group of playmakers. Of course, though, headlined by all-pro wide receiver Stephon Diggs and solid number 2 Gabe Davis. But behind them will be different names and faces for the NFL to learn, namely speedy wide receivers Trent Sherfield from Miami and Deontay Hardy, picked up from the New Orleans Saints. Both are imagined to help Allen out in the short game and get invaluable yards after catch. Another guy projected to help with yards after catches is second-year running back James Cook, who seems primed to take the next step after being named the sole running back number 1 after Devin Singletary's departure. With added depth with the likes of Damian Harris, plus the promising tight end duo of Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid, the Bills' offense should be better than last year's. But they face stiff opposition to that in the form of the Jets' defense. One of the best defensive units from last year returns this year with many of the same faces, including star defensive lineman Quinnen Williams, who, by the way, got paid this offseason, veteran linebacker CJ Mosley, who had a good return to form year in 2022, and elite cornerbacks Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed. New York secondary specifically is what makes this defense so hard to play against, with their aggressive coverage, elite recovery speed, and the fact that Sauce is scary to throw on. Expect him to take out Stephon Diggs in this Week 1 game, maybe leaving space open for someone like Dalton Kincaid, who could be seeing a lot of Quincy Williams or Jermaine Sherwood. Also, the linebacker room got bolstered with the addition of promising rookie Zaire Barnes. Moral of the story? Expect the Jets' defense to be nasty and stingy, and the Bills' defense will also be, or should be, because this unit is strong on paper outside of the middle linebacker position, which is headlined by Terrell Dodson and Terrell Bernard. Not great, but everything around them should be, with a 100% healthy secondary of Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, and a combination of Dane Jackson, Khair Lamb, and Christian Benford at that other cornerback spots. And on the defensive line, the Bills may not have Von Miller, but they do have promising young guy, Greg Rousseau, and the newly acquired Leonard Floyd, who did win the Super Bowl with the Rams back in 2022. The Bills have much more depth on defense than they did last year, when it felt that the entire unit was brand new due to injuries to previous starters. They'll be energized and ready to go, but so will the Jets offense. Led by the leader of men, quarterback Aaron Rodgers, he was the big get for the Jets this offseason, as they had playmakers last year but nobody to put the ball in their hands. That changes now with Aaron Rodgers coming over from Green Bay, and he wasn't the only one who made the trek down to New Jersey. Coming with him is wide receiver Allen Lazard, who could be a solid number 2 or 3 option for the Jets, and veteran wide receiver Randall Cobb, who was recently fined for a bad hit on another player. Other additions were notably running back Dalvin Cook, who the Jets managed to pry away from Minnesota. Dalvin Cook was in a big race to see whether or not he would go to Miami or New York. In the end, he did choose the Jets, and he will hopefully give the Jets some depth behind the newly returning second-year running back, Breece Hall, who Jets fans are absolutely ecstatic about. He was very promising in his first half year as a rookie, but he unfortunately suffered a bad ACL tear and was done for the second half of last year. The Jets are also seeing some reinforcements added to their offensive line, with promising guard Elijah Vera Tucker also returning from a season-ending injury back in 2022. The Jets' offense is promising, even without me mentioning star wide receiver Garrett Wilson, who you gotta imagine will be Aaron Rodgers' favorite target for this upcoming season. Week 1. Two teams who think they can win this division in this year face off Who's going to win? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And without further ado, here is the return of our esteemed BSC panel with Guess the Puck Wave with their predictions.
10, and he gallops past the contact, got the first down, and they're in field goal range from the 24. Now he's got heat on this one. He's got Knox. Oh, look at that somersault for a touchdown.
That might be better than Josh Allen.
Oh, it is.
That was incredible. Oh, it looks like he got twisted sideways and got broken half.